Welcome to Healers Anonymous, where the first step is recognizing you have a problem. Now, a lot of you have mentioned to me that you do have a very big problem with nipping and biting. So that's what we're going to cover today. So healers are natural herders. They were bred to be the best herder in the world. So naturally, they have a very strong instinct to bite and to nip, especially our ankles and especially with small children. So the moment you get up and you're walking around and you've got a little puppy healer nipping at your ankles, it gets to be pretty frustrating. So we have 6 kids. Andrew, show our props.
Hi.
Don't forget Gordy boy.
Hi. Bye-bye.
Okay, back over here. So kids to healers, especially kids, they think they're cattle. And that's what they think that their job is to move them. They're herding them. They're trying to get them to where they think they need to go, or they're just doing a job. So here's some tips to help stop the nipping and the biting. So tip number 1, understand that they're working dogs. They're bred to be this way. They want a job. They want to be doing something all the time. They have a ton of energy. So we take that job, and in the moment they do it, you're going to replace it with a ball. It can be frustrating because it's not going to change overnight, but they are going to eventually figure out their job isn't to nip and bite and herd, especially if they're not working dogs. I think the majority of my viewers have healers as just like I do, just hanging out with the family in the house. They're just pets. So what you're going to do is you're going to give them a ball. You want a ball, Rosie? They love the ball. It's their job. They're very responsive to it. Smokey wants a ball? Come, Smokey, get it. Okay. That's their job. Okay. So the very first thing, when they're biting your ankle, have a bunch of balls around. You can have some here. You can have some in the kitchen. You can have a couple laying around for you to just grab. And they're biting your ankle. Ow, ow, ow. Go get it. Okay. So respond to that. And they'll start associating my job is the ball. The only problem that you're going to have after that is it is their job, and they feel like they need to do it all day long. You'll be watching TV, and they'll drop it in your lap. They'll be looking for it if there's not one readily available, and you see them stressed out. They'll be reading a book, and all they want to do is bring you a ball and put their head on your lap and wait for you to throw it, because that's their new job. But if you prefer that over the nipping, that's a solution for you. Tip number 2 is they need a lot of exercise. They need 2 hours of rigorous exercise a day. Okay, so we like to go to the park. We just got this house, and we've got a big old backyard we didn't have before, so we can take them to the backyard and just throw the ball, throw the frisbee. But they need rigorous exercise. Okay, where they're running and getting it all out. If they don't have that exercise, they're going to get it out in other ways, in wanting to chase you and bite your ankles and that of your kids. Okay, so tip number 3, there's a lot that we can do to train the dogs, but we also want to train the human. Okay, that's you, that's your children, and if you have children, you probably have a revolving door all day of the neighbor kids, so you also want to train them as well, your kids as friends. Okay, so the dog is chasing them, and you're going to train them that what you're going to do is you're going to stop, you're going to tell them no. Okay, you can either tell them no, or you can teach them to yelp. Kids are really good at this. Naomi, go yelp.
Yay.
No, really high, like a doggy. Like that. See how cute? Okay, but really loud. You're going to teach them to do it really loud, okay? Because that's what they do in the litters. When the puppies are in the litter and they're biting each other, it's how they communicate with each other that I didn't like that, you bit me, I didn't like it, and it tells the other dog not to do it. So, again, you're going to teach them that the dog is chasing you. Dogs like to chase things that move. So, you stop, you can tell them no, or you can yelp. So tip number 4 is understanding that your dogs are problem solvers. Okay, you present them with the problem that they're chewing on your pants or they're chewing on your shoe and you're giving them something else like a tug rope to chew on, is going to teach them over time that some things are okay to chew on and other things are not. Okay, they will learn the difference. Again, it's one of those things that's not going to happen overnight. It may frustrate you, may anger you. Heeler puppies, as fun and awesome as they are, there's aspects of them that will frustrate you. And this is one of them. It doesn't happen overnight. Can't stress that enough. But they come and chew on your leg, they come and chew on your shoe, have a tug rope ready, have some other kind of chew toy ready to give them, and they'll understand. You've got to be consistent with this. Okay? Whichever one of these tips you choose, or maybe you are using multiples of them, you have to be consistent. Okay? Otherwise, you're not going to be teaching them. You're going to go through a lot longer period of frustration. Okay? So, for example, you can see they're just waiting for the ball. Both Rosie and Smokey are here waiting for the ball. They're trained very well that this is their job. Okay? And she's even trained to bring it right to my hand. Okay? It's her job. Okay? Smokey not so much. She just gives it to Rosie. Rosie brings it to me. Okay? She's Mrs. Alpha. Okay? But they can be trained. So I want to kind of show you our dogs and kind of show you that this is possible. Rosie used to nip Andrew and Josh's and Gabe's feet all the time, and we've trained that out of her pretty well, I feel. So we're going to show that next. The last tip that I have for you is just to be confident. And the reason for that is your dogs can read body language better than you can. Okay? So if you're doing any kind of training really, and you're looking like you're not a confident person, what that looks like is usually your chest is depressed like this, you're hunched over, you're doing one of these, or don't bite me, or getting mad at them because they're not doing the trick that you want them to do. That's exactly the energy that they're going to mirror. Okay, so if you're confident, what that looks like, and it's the same as with people. Okay, if you're interacting with a person, chest back, shoulders, or shoulders back, chest out, chin up a little bit. Okay, and you're going to look at them with this half smile, okay, with this confident stance. They're gonna mirror that as much as you are. So if they're coming at you and biting your ankles, and you're going, no, don't do that, you're frustrated, you're mad, and you're angry. They're frustrated, mad, and angry because they don't know what you want. They're just trying to do their job. So being confident, stopping, now you're confident, and there's this energy that they have to listen to you. They're waiting for the next command. They're trying to see what's going on because, whoa, okay, I was like busy, nervous, trying to accomplish something, and now he's confident. And he's the one in charge. I'm not the alpha. He is. Okay? So just want to apologize that I haven't made a lot of videos since January. I started this new job and I work a lot. Driving a truck still. I'm hauling oil. So I'm still in the oil field. But yeah, just a lot of hours. And this winter especially, just been forever. This has been the longest winter of my life, and I feel like it's just never going to end. So right now I'm sitting in my Corvette, looking at my motorcycle, hoping to take it out, but that's not going to happen because it just snowed today. It's going to snow tomorrow. It's going to snow the next day. Snow in the forecast. It's March. Welcome spring. The other thing keeping me pretty busy is, if you've seen some of the other videos, you know that I'm a musician, play the viola. You've seen me play violin and viola on here. I had a new viola made for me last year, and the guy that made it he's incredible. At one point, it had 6 violas in the Utah Symphony. And I know a bunch of professional players back east have his violas. His name's Paul. He he's teaching me how to make a viola. So I go there once a week on one of my days off to work on this viola. I'll show some clips of the progress on that. I'm excited for that to be done. And I'll have some clips on here. Hopefully it sounds good. It's coming along pretty nice, so I'm excited about that. But anyways, made this video because you guys have been requesting it since the beginning of this channel, and it just hasn't happened yet, so sorry about that. But yeah, if you have any other questions, one guy emailed me. I don't know how he got my email, but that's cool. I think it's awesome, and asked about this today, so I decided, yeah, it's probably about time to make a video about nipping and biting. So I hope this stuff helped you. Best tip is to be patient, be confident, don't get frustrated, because it's not going to happen overnight. Eventually, even if you don't do any training at all, they just kind of grow out of it. But it's still good to do some kind of training still. That's all I really have for you, so stay tuned for the next one.